gotten a good bit of the front put back together. I'm putting in the cam accessories for the front bank right now. So I didn't get them out of whack. This is how I kind of arranged them, how they came out. So I'm working on the front bank right now. This is something you might actually be able to see. So got those two in. I think this is an actuator. Okay. Slides in. Sensor. Check that. Anyway, that's the point. Okay, got most of the front of the engine put together. I drained the oil out of it, went and got some more, got a filter, etc. I think I'm going to start with the front valve cover and get that back on so I don't drop stuff in there and get some of the harness out of my way. I scraped the corners off where the sealant was. I got the valve cover down here on the floor. Because I have so much other crap in here, there's nowhere else to put it. I think it's filthy. So much for that being a 68,000 mile engine. Probably 68,000 miles on one oil change, but it is what it is. It runs all right. So, got the gaskets, and it came with grommets. Turns out there's different bolts, so I'll get you set up and we'll get this gasket changed and show you how it goes. Okay, so I think I'll start with the grommets. These bolts are sort of captured, but look, it's got this kind of captured metal piece on the bolt, and I probably wouldn't bother changing the gasket or the grommet, but I've gone this far. Just gonna, might as well do it. So I'm gonna take this pick, hopefully peel this off here without putting this pick through my finger. So that thing comes off, the new one. Slides right on there. Test fit that. Okay, seems to work. Although size looks a little different. And maybe it's just swollen or from being pulled over that washer. So there's that style, and for whatever reason a couple of these bolts don't have that captured part. It's just a shoulder, and that just slides on, pops in the hole. Matter of fact, those are the ones. These bolts are up by the plenum, so maybe that's by design, so you can actually get them in and out. So I'm going to get all these swapped over, and I'll bring you back and we'll sort of glue that gasket on. Okay, got the grommets changed. Put a couple little dabs of silicone just around it, just to hold it, keep it in place. Because I have a feeling when I go to put this thing on there, it's going to want to fall off. as I said, I probably wouldn't bother with this, but I've gone this far and I've been bitten by this thing before, so might as well take the steps. And the gaskets were like 30 bucks, so, and they're Felpro gaskets. Alright, I'll let that stick in there for a minute, and then up on the head itself, where the joints go together, I'll probably put a little dab right there just to make sure. Alright everybody, well, skip some steps, but it's all back together. It runs. Went together pretty quickly until I had a little issue with one of the intake manifold gaskets. Somehow got a little out of sorts. Fortunately, I had an extra one. Part of the problem is these bolts go down through the lower plenum, and they go down that far. So you got to get that whole apparatus in there, and that's how much room you have. So when I took the engine out originally, I had dropped it before I did that, but anyway, there's actually cutouts in the lower manifold that allows the whole thing to slide towards you for the long bolts. The ones in the corner are short, but they're easy to get to. So anyway, I'm going to leave that cover off for a while. I was going to put brake pads on it today, but I'm going to save that for another day. So for right now, we're going to call this one done. We'll watch, and we'll take it outside and run a little bit, and we'll watch for oil leaks in the future, clean off the driveway. Anyway, thanks for watching and subscribing, and there'll be more to come. Got some other projects coming that maybe won't be this car. Until then, thanks. See ya.